On Radio Entrepreneurs, I'm Jonathan Friedman, sitting in for Jeffrey Davis, and with me today in the studio is Greg Stoller. Greg, good to see you again.
Same as always. Great to see you as well. Thank you.
We have a wonderful next guest with us in the studio. You want to tell the listeners who we have?
Would love to. We are being joined by Rachel Lindsay Rubin of RLR Incorporated. We were just talking with her off air. She's involved in a whole plethora of different things, very exciting services, and I'm personally excited to hear more about them. So welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome, Rachel. You want to tell us a little bit, give us the laundry list, the rundown on what you're involved in? It sounds like a very busy career.
Yes, I will tell you all about RLR. So my business is essentially two businesses in one. I am a full-time makeup artist, and I am also a full-time photographer.
Wow.
Yes, so
you blend the two very often? Or?
Yes, sometimes, some days I will just be a makeup artist. I'll be doing a full bridal party wedding, and then the next day I'll just be a photographer doing headshot without makeup. And the next day I can be doing both, and I am the makeup artist, the photographer, and the hairstylist. So I do a little bit of everything. And
you bring another set of hands when you're both, or another head, or something like that?
It's really just me. I'm kind of a one-man army most of the time. I do have two assistants who help me out, but it's generally just me doing it all.
And that must be fascinating. Hi, I'm Rachel, your makeup artist, and 10 minutes later, I'm your photographer.
Exactly, yes.
That's great, that's great. So tell us the range of clients that you service. It sounded like you're doing a lot of different things.
So RLR, basically what I do is custom photo shoots for my clients. And I do all different types of makeup and all different kinds of photography. So I can, on any given day, I will be doing a wedding. I will do wedding photography, an engagement photo shoot. I do boudoir photography for brides-to-be. I do engagement.
I think I missed that one.
Boudoir?
Yes.
Yeah. You want? Should I go into detail on that one?
Hey,
Most gentlemen are interested in the boudoir.
boudoir.
I can show you some examples later.
Sounds good.
And then I also do children and newborns. I do family portraits. I do senior portraits. I do headshots. My personal favorite is editorial high fashion photo shoots, which really allow me to be my most creative self. And I also do photo shoots for small businesses to promote, let's say it's a restaurant and they want their menu redone. I'll do photo shoot for them.
Wow, sounds like you got a lot on your plate, a lot to keep you busy. Why don't we go back to the beginning? How'd you get involved? Is your background photography, makeup? Both?
Yes. So
Makeography.
So I started my business when I was 18 years old, and I was at Hofstra University in New York. In my junior year of college, I've always really been interested in makeup. Not really the photography end. Since I was 13, I've been doing people's makeup professionally. I'm completely self-taught. And then when I was in college one night... Oh, well, thank you very much. So when I was in college, I picked up a camera one day and took pictures of my beautiful best friends. I put them it was a blizzard, and I did their makeup and hair, put them in leotards, threw them in the snow, and I took photos of them. I put them on Facebook. And once I put them on Facebook, and the business was born, literally. Ever since that day, I have been doing photo shoots. I put them on Facebook, and they basically went viral. And I've been getting requests for shoots ever since that day, and my business has been growing since then.
That's great. So tell us, in this economy over the last several years, what are you doing most commonly? Where do you? What's keeping you busy?
I would say that my business is sort of seasonal. Like right now, what's really popular are holiday card photo shoots and family portraits. In the summer, I'm jam-packed with senior portraits because the senior portraits are due in October. Then it will come as February rolls around. I will have boudoir photo shoots. They will be very
boudoir month.
Exactly. February is Valentine's Day. That is boudoir.
Valentine's Day.
Then I have wedding season where I will be doing lots of.
It's all coming into focus.
Exactly right.
Yes.
No pun intended.
So it kind of depends on the season, really, what I'm doing most. But I'm almost fully booked, so I've been really busy.
That's great.
Yeah.
So I've got to ask you this question: what's one of the most interesting jobs you've ever done?
The most recent job that I am doing now is I started working for the TLC show I Found the Gown, and every Tuesday I go into the store Vows and I do their makeup, hair, photography for their online inventory lookbook, it's really exciting for me. I really enjoy that. I also do work with Leela Goldcool from America's Next Top Model. She was one of the finalists and on the most recent cycle. And so that was really exciting. I really like working with her.
That's great. So you're really getting some great exposure,
Yeah.
National exposure,
Definitely.
working with TLC and
Yeah.
the good folks at Vows.
Yes.
We discovered we know
Yes.
in common.
Yes.
That's wonderful. So it really has blossomed into a national presence and
Absolutely.
Have you done any photo shoots at some interesting locations?
Interesting locations. That's a good question. I mean, yeah, I sometimes will go into restaurants and I will use, their basement because they have cool effects down there, or I like shooting at the beach or local parks and stuff like that. I have a studio I shoot out of a lot.
Neat. Now, are you effectively a one-stop shop? So you talked about holiday cards, for example.
Yeah.
I know today a lot of people go and they do their thing at
Portraits
Simple,
Are
Us or what have you.
Very different from someone like that.
But it is one-stop shop nonetheless. Where
yeah, so
you get the
basically-
card, they choose the design, you take care of all the rest.
Absolutely. So what happens is, let's say someone wants holiday cards done. The family will contact me via email. Let's say there's 2 girls in the family. I'll go to their house. I'll do their makeup and their hair for the girls. I'll style their outfits. I will then take them to a local park and I will do a really personal photo shoot of them. I get to know the family. By the end of the shoot, I know exactly the dynamics of the entire family. I do more lifestyle photography, and it's a little less versed and posed than a portrait simple type shoot. So I really put a lot of my creativity into every shot that I do.
So you're not putting the reindeer outfit on the dog?
No reindeer outfits, no.
You're listening to Radio Entrepreneurs on the Money Matters Radio Network. In the studio is Rachel Lindsay Rubin of RLR Incorporated.
Yep.
So talk to us about customer retention. I know that for bar mitzvah photography or for engagement photography, the latest trend is to put everything on a CD or to put them on your website, etc. How do you get return customers? What do you do in terms of not only making them extremely happy with the service, the single service you provided, but giving them an incentive to come back?
Okay, so with my clients, let me cover the first thing you said. So with the discs as technology progresses forward, that really is very relevant to my business because CDs really aren't as popular in photography anymore. It's USB, or how I end the photo shoot with all of my clients is I put all of their photos, edited and not edited, on this website called pictage.com, where they get their own personal website and they can order their photos from that site.
And that's pictage.com?
Correct, yep. And all my clients will order their pictures from their own personal website, and they can order anything they want: canvas, holiday cards, stuff like that. As far as returning customers, I think that's really just based on the quality of my work. And I've had a lot of returning customers. People are really pleased, with what I do for them. So that's really.
Are you able to do any post-production edits if people say
Yes.
we love the image, but we wish it were lighter, we wish it were darker, we wish there was some contrast? How does that work?
Yes, so as part of my one-man army, I forgot to mention that I actually also do professional editing and Photoshop work, logo creation. I do some graphic design. So a huge part, a vital part of my photo shoots is after I'm finished, I go home. It's a month turnaround generally for the photos, and I edit anywhere from 10 to 50 photos depending on the type of photo shoot. And I'll do, intensive editing, like I'll do airbrushing, teeth whitening, stuff like that.
And it sounds like once you do one thing in one milieu for a client, you've probably enticed them enough to come back and do something else.
Yes, generally that's the way it goes, especially because I do so much. Let's say somebody's pregnant, they want a maternity photo shoot, I'll shoot them in my studio, but once they have the baby, if they're happy with the work, they'll come to me for their newborn shoot, and then hopefully their family portrait in December, and so on.
So not to get drill down too deeply into your pricing structure, but are they generally by the hour, fixed cost, project, or a number of different ways that you work?
I have packages that go for, so if somebody emails me and they're looking for a group family portrait, I'll send them a package list for that type of shoot, and they can range from anywhere from $250 for a family portrait shoot without makeup and hair all the way up to $1,000. Depends what the client is looking for.
Depending on how much involvement and time, obviously.
Yeah. So another thing that I do also is beginner model photo shoots. I take girls who, you know, are ranging from 13 to 20 years old and are looking to get into the modeling industry. Not an agency, but I put them in front of my camera and I train them on how to model. I teach them how to move in front of the camera. So that is one of the more, expensive photo shoots because it's really involved.
Active.
Yeah, it's very active. So I'll teach them how to model, and then I'll give them the photos to send out to agencies. So that will range from anywhere from $600 to $5,000 for a photo shoot like that.
And it sounds to me, you were saying before the segment began, that you also have some other people you bring in with you if it's a larger scale job. So.
Correct. Yeah, actually for every job that I have, I need a lighting assistant. So I have 2 assistants, one that helps me during the week and one that helps me during the weekend. And I also have 2 interns who take care of my PR needs and my social media.
Fabulous. So you really are, not only an entrepreneur, but you've built a nice organization around you to help you.
True one-woman army. It's great.
Yeah,
I really am.
But it sounds like some of the greatest challenges that you probably have are some of the post-production. If you're moving on to the next job and making
You know
sure
what?
that things
Yeah,
get out
it does
the
get
door.
backed up sometimes, and because it is just me, it does get a little bit difficult. But I really wouldn't have it any other way because I put my heart and soul from my brain into every photo shoot that I do.
And it's also your reputation and your name living in the bottom of the photograph.
My name is my business, so it's important to me.
Absolutely. So, Rachel, if somebody wanted to get in touch with you, what's the best way for our listeners to reach you?
So you can email me. It's a little bit long and spelled a little odd. It's Rachel Lindsay Rubin at yahoo.com, which is RACHAELLYNSEYRUBIN at yahoo.com. Or my cell phone number is 508-309-8563.
Great. Well, I'm glad you did spell it out because
Yes,
it's a little bit challenging.
It's a little long.
Go to the internet and listen
I
back
need
to
to
the
change
segment.
that.
Well, we could probably help you with that, getting you nice and compact and making sure that your business follows your name a little more. Well, it does follow your name closely. That's the challenge. Should have talked to your parents back when they gave you the spelling.
Yeah.
But in any event, must be a busy time of year with the holidays approaching.
Yes. I am fully booked almost into December right now.
It's a great problem to have in this economy.
Yes, I'm not
Congratulations.
complaining at all. Thank you.
That's wonderful. Well, we wish you all the best, and perhaps you'll come back after your vow shoot and after the holidays, and when you have a little bit more downtime, perhaps.
Yeah.
And wish you the best of luck through this busy holiday season and with your business, and really appreciate you coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll be right back on Radio Entrepreneurs.